putting on your hat, having a flurry of cat hair hit your face, and then having a cat hair go in your eye. What's up, Mr. Streaming? Anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm stuffy this morning. Chris was stuffy yesterday, and now I am today. I gotta go find where to make arrows. I do not remember where the frack I made arrows in this podunk little village. Because I'm completely out of arrows. Aha, go left. Oh, that's right, it was downstairs, the craftsman row. That's right. I'm just gonna jump. Yeah, that's right, there was a workbench over here. Oh, I can make a reflex bow? Ooh, that's a rather nice bow. I don't have the required materials to make it, though. That's meteorite, I think. It's not letting me tab over to check the resources. I've got the leather, but yeah, I don't have the wood. I think it's meteorite or titanium or something. Well, I probably need to do some resource harvesting. No, it's not meteorite. It's titanium. That's enough for arrows for now. It'll at least get me going. I need to keep my eye out for more harvestables, apparently. Alright, let's see here. Go out here to the old man. What's up, Bjorn? Good morning. By the way, something I've never tried, because you can do this to the pigs. I don't know if you can take care of cows. You can. And then they run. Smart cows. Bessie! Oh, that counted as stolen because it was inside the city limits. Alright, we're going into the menhir, but at nighttime.
Have some spare food, a coin?
Is he up top, I wonder?
Nice to see you.
Doesn't say what time at night. I need to meet him by the menhir at night to perform the ritual. Well, I am here and it's night and he's not here yet. Does he like take to forever to wander up here, or what's up with this? I may go look this quest up and see. Actually, you know what? There's a better solution here real quick. Let's go to the menu and just reload back in. Maybe he's here but not visible. And if not, I'm gonna go look if there's a specific time, because I just waited until midnight. Maybe he shows up at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. The Charred Conclave. Nah, he should definitely be right here. Alright, what is the name of this quest? Menhir Rites. Let's go look this up on Google and see if anybody knows what time. Hang on, I'm going to watch somebody's YouTube video now. They don't say what time they met him. Yeah, none of these quests are telling me what time he appears. I guess we could wait a little longer. Yeah, he's still not here, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Break all my lockpicks trying to get in here. Oh man, it's gotta be right in there somewhere. No. What's in here? Was it worth the lockpicks? We're gonna go find out. And then I'm gonna reload. There's nothing in here. I don't think anything that was worth those lockpicks. Well, Poodoo. I'm not sure why he's not showing up. And I don't see anybody's I don't see anything on the internet that tells me what time at night he's supposed to be here. So I'm gonna maybe wait until like 9 o'clock because I started at like midnight. So maybe he shows up earlier. Oh no, it loaded from here. No, 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 no. I do not know. It just says at night. That's all it says. So let's try 8 o'clock the following night.
Always a pleasure to see you.
That's too early, I think. I wonder. This is 10 o'clock. There he is. Quick save.
It worked. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you know how it is. Something could have gone wrong. Is everything all right? You don't look too well, eh? Hey?
What have you done to me?
So, it's done. The Minhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Connacht will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Mynheer belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Connacht, not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Minhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return.
What do you need?
People I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins.
Sherrod says, did they update or just give me the old call try? Oh, I did some more tweaking this morning, but yeah, there's still some issues. I'm just plugging along. I'll go until my head hurts. Why do you need this expedition?
You see, here's where it gets interesting. I've turned Camelot's own ancient laws against them. No one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return. With my shield, or on it. It also ensures the people of Connacht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. Which, of course, means I don't have to return at all.
So you want to leave Connacht forever?
I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. It is time I follow in the footsteps of my noble ancestors and do what must be done. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if by some miracle we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. My word would become law, and the Minhir would remain untouched. By Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it, but I don't. My Connacht is enough for me.
Who would want to join you on such a quest?
I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Her presence would certainly be invaluable on such a journey. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea, but I believe his heart is still in the right place.
What do you think will convince them to join the expedition for the Grail?
A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the Minhir is reignited, it no longer matters whether we return with the Grail or not. The people will be safe and retain the right to stay on their land. Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all Connacht. For some, it might even serve as a chance for a change in scenery. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons, and I doubt they'll agree to join if they are still tethered by unresolved matters.
Alright, so we may need to do some side quests.
Thank you. And believe me, the reward you'll receive for your efforts will be priceless.
Promises,
And
promises.
whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail. I will buy more time for Connacht.
Okay.
The less attention, the better.
Okay.
You startled me.
Alright, so the men here is lit. There's still the shield to take as well. I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. The Lord told me that I would be attacked, but I just saved the town, so I wonder if I'm freely allowed to take it now. We shall quick save and see.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
Oh, so I need to find the real shield. I just went to go click Revelio and realized I'm not playing Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy. I'm like, Revelio, where's the shield? I wonder if we have to go down to that chamber now. I wonder if it's the exact same position. It is. Well, that was certainly cool. I didn't have to spend all the lockpicks to get in here because I knew exactly where to place it this time. I'm trying to decipher your question, Sherrod. So yes, they did address it. Yeah, you need to go watch the. I think it was in the end game Landsrad section, which is like 40 minutes long or something, and then there was a Q&A portion related to it as well. I split everything up on YouTube into multiple videos from yesterday's live stream. The short answer is that the Landsrad has hang on. Hang on. So, sorry, my wife's alarm was going off. There's the Landsrad governs all of the activities that take place in the deep desert. The deep desert is massive. I mean massive. I think he said it was 24 or 27 kilometers in size. Like, it's massive. And it's broken up into all of these quadrants. And everything refreshes. Everything, every single week. Everything refreshes. All the waypoints, all the POIs changes every single week. So the first thing that happens when that refresh happens is all of the players of the servers who want to participate in the deep desert have to start scouting the desert. So you're going to send out your scouts, and those scouts have to map everything. They have to use survey probes, and then they have to make maps. They then have to make copies of those maps to give to each individual guild member who wants to know where those locations are. So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect of it is that the Landsrat has, I think he said, 400 activities that are tied to this randomly rotating series of quests and objectives. And within that structure is like 20, I forget how many, don't quote me on this, I don't have the image in front of me. There's like 20 or 25 houses that make up the factions of Dune on Arrakis. And every week, you will be doing tasks for the houses on that board. And the tasks that those houses have you do are completely random. It might be making ornithopters to deliver. It might be crafting armor. It might be harvesting resources. It might be taking over a control point. It might be harvesting X amount of spice. It might be at blah, 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 blah. There is no always winning for any side because the activities change every single week. So it has nothing to do with who's the best players on the server because the activities are completely different. So every week there are all of these different things. So like this week, maybe it's a kill, maybe it's harvest this spice, do this, and maybe the Harkonnens have the advantage this week because they have the numbers to complete the objectives that are in their favor. But next week, the objectives are completely random, and the objectives might favor the Atreides. It's completely random. And there are no single objectives. There are 400 objectives to choose from. And everybody on the server contributes, not just the guilds. So even individual PvE players can go to the Landsrad, ally themselves with a house, and then pick an objective that they can work at to contribute to help their side win the votes. So it might be making 10 ornithopters and delivering them to some place. So you're going to go back to your base where you have an ornithopter fabrication factory, and you're going to grind your ass off harvesting the materials, and you're going to craft 10 ornithopters, deliver them, get your reward, and contribute to your side winning. It's honestly, it's a super cool concept, and it eliminates, so the idea of back in the day, like all these other games where it's been like, yeah, we're talking Dune this morning, Transit. It's like the idea in other games in the past, it was all about here's a control point, control the control point. And it's like if a server has heavy, like let's think World of Warcraft for a minute. If your server is heavy Alliance, then the Alliance are going to win every single time because there's not enough Horde playing on your server. It doesn't play like that in Dune Awakening. That's not how it works. So first and foremost, and Joel talks about this, the deep desert is made up of hundreds of servers coming together to access the deep desert. So it's not one server that's accessing the deep desert. It's hundreds. So every server is different. One server might be Harkonnen heavy, the other server might be Atreides heavy, etc., etc. Everybody's coming together on a global scale to contribute to the deep desert and do the Landsrad. It's all about the global servers coming together. So it's not like it is in other games at all. So there's no one side gets to dominate because it's not about one server. It's about everybody's contributing to that one space. It's a very interesting concept. But yeah, I've got those videos broken down on my channel from yesterday. I think there's 5 or 6 videos that I broke down. The ones specifically covering the Landsrad, there's a trailer that talks about the Landsrad that's like 8 minutes long, 10 minutes long. And then there's the in-game Landsrad discussion they had, which is maybe 30 or 40 minutes long. And then there's another Q&A that they did at the end, which is like another 40 minutes long or something. I did not watch the interview with Co-Carnage yet. No, I didn't have time. I need to find the real shield of Palamedes. He said something about talking to the Menhir, but I don't know how to talk to the Menhir. I am not sure what I'm supposed to do here to... All he said is it must be somewhere nearby. I don't know what that means, so... Let's go talk to the people first. Yeah, I'm going to try to make time today to go through the interview.
Some spare food or coin?
I think it's like 30 minutes long or something. I caught a glimpse that it was live yesterday. Lord Vane is looking for trustworthy allies.
I know. I'm the one who suggested it. It's the only way to get Camelot to hold off moving the Menhir. Yvain can count on me. After everything that's happened, I see now that this is the right path.
Alright.
Oh, Mother.
So, she's gonna join him. It's still chugging along, Barbarossa. Like, it still needs some more work, but it is what it is. I did some tweaking to some other stuff, and I mean, honestly, it is what it is at this point. I'm gonna play until it gives me a headache, and then go do something else.
Unless Beor gets better, I'm not opening the forge.
Oh, I forgot about his Beor quest. Which means I have to do his side quest. Alright, well let's go talk to the druid first, and then I'll go work on Beor's side quest. Yay, fishing pole wherever you just chucked yourself.
What for? The Mynheer burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now. Ah, yes, that makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected. But honestly, I'm not worthy. And I don't think I ever will be. What use is a scatterbrained pseudo-druid who's been abandoned by Mother Nature? I'd just get in the way. The maggot inside me is to tell Yvain
So he's not going to want to join. Alright, Ymir won't join at all. I've got to go do his side quest for the kid. Which is fine, because we need to do some harvesting anyway, so... Hopefully we can come across some more of that titanium, because I need it to make that reflex bow. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Maters. I love some good tomatoes, man. Some tomatoes, olive oil, feta cheese, fresh bread. Oh, soldiers. Oh, he's gonna...
You're nothing but a peasant! I see fear in your eyes. I will be your downfall. You're nothing but a peasant. I'll strike you down. I've had worse. I see fear in your eyes. You're nothing but a peasant.
That's right, biatch. Those shields are gnarly, man. Like, you cannot get arrows past those shields. Alright. Moonshine! I could swear there were a couple of more around here, but let's go check the encampment first, because there might be some goodies. Bow shooter! Cabbage. Taters! And a bear pelt. I definitely need iron. What do you mean requires a pickaxe? Did I sell my fucking pickaxe? Dude, they need to stop with the really annoying, like, I gotta go back to town. I can't come out here without a pickaxe. Like, I need ore for everything. That is so fucking annoying. There needs to be a separate slot for, harvesting items, for harvesting stuff. Like, don't, I'm nitpicking right now, because that's a silly thing that needs to be fixed in a quality of life patch, which is weapons are weapons, harvesting items are harvesting items. Don't mix the two. The problem is they're doing this in the Unity engine, and they've got a very simplistic tagging system that they've put in place, which tags all crafted weapons, excuse me, all crafting and harvesting items the same as weapons. The problem is I have no fucking clue where I sold. Shit, man. This is like the third time I've sold a fucking pickaxe by accident. I doubt it's this guy. It's probably going to be the... Hashtag rant on. Yeah, he won't even talk to me, so... it was probably this guy over here, if not up top. The problem is I don't know if I can buy back after I've left the vendor. I don't think you can craft pickaxes. I could be wrong. I can check the... Buyback. Did I sell it to this guy? Nope. Some bitch. I'm gonna go double check, but I'm pretty sure you can't craft harvesting items. Which means I gotta run back upstairs and hope that one of those vendors is the one I sold it to. Yeah. I can craft armor and weapons, but I can't craft... Yeah, locking items in inventory would be another solution. But they definitely need to fix that shit, because dyslexic people like me... Oh, hang on, I'm hearing a sound effect right here. I wonder if there's a doorway into this that I missed coming down. Nah, I don't see one. Alright. Maybe it's one of these vendors.
Have some spare food or coin?
If not, I'm gonna be fucked. I need a pickaxe.
Good to see you.
I've not sold anything to her.
Always a pleasure to see you. Hello again.
Haven't sold to him.
You're back. Good choice. What do you need?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, also if I could craft a pickaxe, because it won't let me craft a pickaxe either. God damn it! None of these guys.
Always a pleasure.
This guy does sell a pickaxe though, so at the very least, I'm gonna buy his pickaxe. Fucker. Alright, well, at the very least, I was able to buy from that guy.
Always a pleasure to see you.
It wasn't a pleasure to see you, so fuck off. I didn't want to come back to this shithole, but I had to get my stupid pickaxe. I have nothing nice to say to the peasants of this town. Plebs, how dare you make me come back here. Oh shit, that was a croak moth. That's why it didn't die. I didn't see it. I thought it was a rock. Oh, screw this. These guys take way too many arrows. And the lack of a parkour system is pissing me off because I really this is making the game. I'm having a great time in this game, kids. I know it sounds like I'm just endlessly bitching, but there are lots of little quality of life things that are cropping up the longer I play. Like the lack of a parkour, or not even a parkour, the lack of a mountable ledge system that lets me mount ledges. Like it can literally, like this right here is like this. Why can't I jump up? I can jump up sometimes, but like this, why can't I jump up on that? Why? Why can't my character not put his hands up and pull himself up? There is no reason a 2025 game, mantling, thank you. Yeah, why can't, any game launched in 2025 needs to have a mantling system. Even if your development team doesn't have the budget to have a fancy animation where it shows the hand, like, you don't even have to show me the hands. Like, you look down, you don't see this character's feet. The first person perspective in this game is super simple. You don't see hands and feet. You only see, like, when you have a weapon out, right? That's the only time you see your hands. There's no feet. So I don't need to see the hands. Just give me a simple mantling system so that when I jump, but that requires that every item placed in the game has a nav mesh so that the game knows this is a ledge that your character should be able to jump up on top of, and that's programming time. I know, it's a budget issue, but my personal feelings are like, don't fucking go to 25-year-old game design. Like, there's no reason we shouldn't have mantling in the game. Rant off. I love this game, but holy shit, does it really annoying. I said the same thing about Stalker 2. Stalker 2, I don't know if they patched in it. Stalker 2 did not have a mantling system, and Stalker 2 had this horrible thing where, like, if you had to get up and climb, like, if you had to go across, like, the top of a backhoe arm to, like, get on top of a roof, it would literally be, like, 3 inches wide, and if you were too far one side of it, you would fall off. And then I went and played, I think it was Avowed after that, and they've got like a 6-foot wide collider on top of any beams that you have to crawl across, and we would look down and see our feet. You could literally be standing completely off the edge of the beam on one side and still be up top, because they realized players need to have a wide space because not everyone has perfect coordination to be able to, stay on top of the beams. So there are lots of little things like that that make the difference between really good game development. This goes back to, is this a Game of the Year candidate? No, because of little things like that. Is it a really fucking good RPG? Absolutely. But little things like that are why it's not Game of the Year. And now I can come back here and harvest this stupid ore. I'm a ranty little bitch for staying in the morning. Give me what I want or I'm gonna go to Reddit. Jeez. Yeah, like Sherrod says, sometimes you can't even jump over a simple stump in this game because the lack of a mantling system. A weird shovel. I don't know what a weird shovel is, but I'm taking it. Maybe you need it to loot or harvest specific types of... I have decided to leave my wife. Please take care of my wife in my absence. She's a good woman, and none of this is her fault. Well, Donald, sounds like you're an unworthy asshole. Titanium! I think I need this for the bow I want to make. Although I need some more wood, I think, as well. Ooh, a polished diamond. I wonder if it shines bright like a diamond. Hang on before we go any deeper into this cave. I'm scared. I'm scared, and I need to make sure that we're in the right place. I'm scared of caverns and deep dark places and holes in the ground. Alright. I don't know what we're gonna find down in here, so that'd be some iron ore. I still have not found trees that can be, no, I haven't. I don't think they have team members in place that can handle it, Sherrod. I think this also comes back to the performance issues. I don't know that they have, they're working in Unity Engine, which in and of itself is difficult, because you really, that's why Unreal 5 is such a superior engine, because, it takes care of all that for you, because they literally, Unreal 5 takes care of all the lighting and all the shading for you, so that you don't need a graphics engineer for most projects. Now, big projects, yes, you still need a graphics team who know how to... Creepy! I think he got seduced by a nasty spirit. My dearest, the days grow long without your presence. Meet me in our cave, where the world fades and only our love remains. Oh, I think he got seduced by a cave witch. Anyway, I can't speak to whether or not it was because they don't have a person on the team who can handle it, or if it's because they don't have the budget. Because it definitely is an issue that is cost associated. Like, yes, exactly, Vessa. At Unity, you have to do everything by hand.
I missed you so much.
I can't harvest whatever this is.
Don't worry. Now we can forget all about it. Because you finally came back to me.
Oh yeah, not even a chance, bitch. Look at all the skulls of her past victims. Letter from Auntie. Creepy spirit in the cave wants to suck your blood. Meet me in our cave. Yeah, so she's been sending love notes. Don't worry, I killed her. Beor's heart. Fey blood. Child's letter. Please don't leave us, Daddy. Alright. What's up, Mithril? Welcome back, Transcend. Oh yeah, you already said you were back earlier. Never mind. My brain doesn't work. Knocked. I have not found any trees to be chopped down, though. There is that place, though, back in the Horns where you can chop wood, which I'm going to go to right now because I think I need wood to make the bow. Oh shit, it's nighttime. No! No, 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 no. Come on, brah. I was literally setting a campfire to camp and, like, sleep. Fuck you. Run. Run, 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 run. I gotta get back to town. I hate this asshole, and he chases you the whole way. Oh, he's after me. Yep, there he is. He's still there. Go! Where's the town? I can't see anything. There's the wall. There's the wall. All I need to do is make it to the wall. Make it to the wall. Make it to the wall. That's all I gotta do is make it to the shield wall, and I can stand at this side and raise the middle finger. Oh, but there's still critters in here. No! I don't want to fight. Get me into town. Ah! Do not sell the pickaxe. 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 By the way, do I have enough wolf pelts?
You're here.
I do not. Ah, I gotta wait. Here's Beor's heart.
Really? Well, if this can put Beor back on his feet...
I hate that dude. I still haven't found a way to do any damage to him. I'm assuming you need special weapons or something.
Beor, your wound, it changed.
What? What happened? I don't remember much. There was a cave. And a girl?
Oh, it
She
wasn't a
touched
girl,
me.
bro.
I came back and dreamt. Then there's only darkness.
The girl stole your heart, literally.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? She stole your heart, literally. You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird beast. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart, and yet so stupid, eh? Well, get up now, whelp. Enough lazing about.
Jesus.
You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back in the forge first thing in the morning. You've got a lot to catch up on.
And this is why
I'm
it
sorry.
sucked working for my dad, because there was never time. You don't get time off.
Thank you.
Suck it up,
I
bitch.
thank the old mother for sending you at the last minute, but I don't want to owe her a thing. So, I'm thanking you. Finally, we can get back to work. I missed it. If you ever need a smith, you can come to me. All right, back to work.
All right. Now let's go talk to him again and see if we can't convince him to go on the quest for the Holy Grail. I remember my uncle, who's no longer around. He had come to Colorado to work on a project with my dad, his brother, and he was staying with me because we were all working on the same project. And rather than get a hotel, I had a bedroom, so I was like, "You can stay at my place." So he was staying with me, and I got sick during the project, and I woke up one morning with a horrible sore throat and like coughing up, just like sick. I needed to go to the doctor. And I woke up and I'm like, I'm not going into work today. And he was like, you need to just get up and stop being a little bitch. And I just kicked him out. I was like, get the fuck out and get a hotel. I don't want you here. Like, no, because I'd been hearing it from my dad for years, and then he tried to pull the same shit with me, and I was like, get out.
Oh, hello. Do you need something?
You don't get to be
sick. Times are tough, but I won't forget what you did for Beor. Tell me, how can old Airfail repay you?
Expedition, buddy.
Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Until I'm sure he can handle things, I can't leave him on his own.
Okay, so I need to coddle your sick son. Right, Joe? Do I need to wait like some time? I can't talk to this kid. Let's pass some time here and see what happens. It said wait a day and then you get back on your feet, so let's just wait 24 hours. He's outside now, and he has the quest marker, so
Beor is still wet.
Yeah, tough love is bullshit.
You found her, didn't you? You went to that cave and came out alive.
I did. Looks like she might have done something to your hair, bro. I think she stole more than your
She
heart.
would have just given you my heart back. I'm not sure. I'm guessing some kind of spell. She was a monster, as you know. I can't believe... Oh, and I didn't have a chance to explain. You risked your life for me. You're just in time.
The forge is ready. Oh, he has
He seems stern, but he's a good, hard-working man. I'm forging and it's easier for me.
Okay, good for you. You're forging a new heart? How does that work?
So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark a forged replacement.
I bet I have
ought
to do this quest to get him back on his feet.
They were far too weak to beat in a blacksmith's
He has a
chest.
shop too I need to check
There's a
out.
legend about the stone.
Well, at least you're, at
It
least
tells
Transcend,
that
at
they
least
could
you had
forge a
parents that
heart
softened up.
stronger than any other. A heart that could make a man invincible.
My dad had a
Sadly,
brief
I don't know
window
much more than that.
where he,
Right now, I'm just banging my head
after,
against
so
the wall.
I have another, I've talked about this a few times in the past. I have a brother who committed suicide, who's no longer around. It's been 8 years ago, something like that, 10 years ago. And there was a brief window after that happened where my dad tried to change. He sent me, I'll never forget this, he sent me a really long, heartfelt Facebook message like 6 months after that, and like apologized in his own way for like all the things he had done, and in a way, like he was like, I messed up, I made mistakes, hopefully you can forgive me for those things. And I remember it took me like 2 months before I was willing to write back. And in my reply I was like, I acknowledge that you feel bad about the things you did, and I can absolutely forgive you for your mistakes, but it doesn't magically, it doesn't magically change everything that happened. But I can acknowledge that you feel bad, and I can acknowledge your apology, and I can absolutely forgive you for those things. But it's not going to change the fact that I don't want to be your buddy. I didn't say it like that, but what I'm getting at is, it was a very like, I acknowledge, I respect, I forgive. Best of luck with your life. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. And I will occasionally, like I said, I went out and had dinner with him last year when I was visiting my brother, and then Chris and I have gone out there and visited a couple of times. But unfortunately, within 2 years after my brother was gone, he just went back to being the same, and he started repeating the same mistakes he made with me and my brother with my youngest brother, to the point where my youngest brother has been no contact with my parents now for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. Like, it's like some things never change. So it's hopefully everybody softens in their old age.
Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands are tied. Vrel is the only person from the tribes that I know. A Dalriata selling books. I was planning to ask her about the legends myself.
I'll do it for
Thank you.
Okay. What does he have? Oh, an attack speed set of gear. That's interesting. Titan's armor, Ogre's grip, sharpening stone, meteorite. Ooh, he sells wood. I need lots of wood. Do I have what I need to make this bow? I need wood. I need a lot of wood. Holy shit, I need 40 wood. Well, before I buy wood, I know where I can get some for free. Which we're gonna go grab. I think every human being on the planet, if they are a reasonably intelligent person, is going to mellow with age. Because with age comes wisdom, and you realize that the folly of youth was just that, the folly of youth. But it does take a willingness to understand that you made mistakes when you were younger. And That means you have to swallow your pride and not have an ego. And that is the challenge for most people, is swallowing their pride and acknowledging that they were wrong. Most people don't want to admit they're wrong. Yeah, that's the struggle bus for most people. Swallowing the pride and ignoring the ego. Somebody said there was an NPC in this area that sells those origin potions. I need to go find out where that person is. They left a comment on one of my videos the other day and told me who it was, but they didn't tell me where the NPC was. I'm just here for the wood. It is a talented dev team, Doom.
If you're... I came to him with a toothache. He said my... Sounds like horse crap. She knew how to... I even get... Don't know. He says it's no good. Says I told him that's why I need... You will?
I don't know that I ever went into this building before.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with... I'm John Heap.
The physician.
Is some local witchcraft. Experience. Graham the wise...
Yep, there it is. Origin potion. Holy shit, 1500. So, okay, that's good to know. Where to buy the origin potion. Okay, he sells lots of goodies. Enjoy, Cody. I'll be there on the 5th. Alright, let's make this bow. Oh, I need 5 more wood. Alright. Sir, do you sell wood? I can't remember if you sell wood. You do sell wood. 540. Oh, I've got 10 grand. Let's do it. All right. Reflex bow. No! Fuck you! Oh, I should have saved. Hang on, hang on. Tell me I have a save. Tell me I have a save. I have a save. I'm gonna reload that shit. I didn't look to see what this failure rate was before that titanium was hard to come by. Holy shit. No, sir. I will not accept a failure. Yeah, my 4080 runs at pretty good Transcend. I think I was getting on the benchmark like 120 frames, and I think it dipped it down to like 90 a few times, which is so much more than I need. I don't care about anything beyond like, honestly, as long as I'm getting 40, 50 in the games I play, I'm okay with that. 60 is like for me perfect. Anything beyond 60, I really don't care about. But I was getting 120 on the benchmark with dips down into the 90s. So I'll be fine. Alright, let's try this again. I saved this time, so if I fail it... Yeah, I have a 90... Oh, no. My garbage chance is 99%. Oh, shit. It's that hard to make. I have a 99% chance of failure. Why do I have a 99% chance of failure? Well, I'm gonna load. Apparently I'm not making that bow. Yeah, it's good that you have parents who would accept unconditionally. I remember my that's an interesting story. So my it was my dad's so it was my dad's father, his brother, so my grandfather's brother was gay. And the family ostracized him for like, I never knew the guy until I was in, I was in my late teens. So he was in his 60s before the family would even acknowledge him. And the only reason the family decided to acknowledge him was because my dad, for all his faults, my dad actually, he would have been my, what would that be? My great uncle. So it was my dad's uncle. So my great uncle.
with that.
He worked at Disney World in Florida, and he was like a head chef at one of the restaurants, and he'd been working there for like 30 years. So he had tenure at Disney, and he'd been there forever. And my youngest brother, who I work with in game dev, who has the ranch, when he was growing up, my dad and my mom started, which they never did for my other brother and I, but they started taking my younger brother to Disney World. It was the first time my dad ever took vacations, ever. He finally started taking vacations, and he took my youngest brother before they had their falling out. And this is years ago. So they started going to Disney World for vacations. And because my dad's uncle worked there, he ended up, oh, we're in Disney World. I'm going to go meet up with my uncle who I haven't seen in 30 years because the family ostracized him. And then met up with him. And then over the course of like going to Disney World every like 5 years or something, that ended up getting him back into the good graces of the family. And even his own brother, my grandfather, my dad's dad, like ostracized him for like 35 years. Wouldn't talk to him, But then later in life, when they were both in their mid 60s, finally reconnected. That's some stupid shit, man. Like, I'm never, ever, ever going to understand people who decide to ostracize other people because of life decisions. It's just not. I don't get it. I will never get it. The heart that defies. Alright, let us go back and talk to that bookseller. Quanacht. is the bookstore. Yeah, the world is definitely not without its fair share of hate, that is for sure. I don't have to deal with it too often. You know, I'm a straight white man, so I don't have to deal with too much. But my wife, as a Mexican, I've told this before, we don't, you know, I'm always nervous when we go visit the States because where my family lives is sort of a notorious, it's the state of Missouri, and it's sort of a notorious Bible Belt. We don't like brown people or black people area. Like, everybody's rednecks, is what we call rednecks or hillbillies. And it's very much, they vote a very specific way. They have very specific, none of them have passports. None of them have ever been out of their home cities, let alone their home state. They believe everything the government media tells them. And if you look funny to them, they will judge you, and they will, you know, and they all have guns, and it's just...
I swear, if I catch that bastard... What?
I'll never forget getting told in Walmart that my wife and I shouldn't be speaking Spanish. Like, a random stranger. You shouldn't be speaking another language. This is America. We speak English here.
Aye, something happened. Some blighter broke in and stole every book about the beautiful Liliana.
Right,
Not
JK.
a
Wait till they
loose
find
page
out that what color
That's
Jesus
most
really
my
was.
income gone in the wind.
Somebody came in and stole all her porn books. Those are the Adventures of Liliana, which are the porn books. This is hilarious. What would someone need all those books for?
That's no something I'd like to think too much about.
That's not something I'd like to think about.
Aye, one of the soldiers. He threw a fit a few days ago, 'cause I wouldn't sell him the latest volume on credit. There's no chance I'd ever allow that. Give it 2 months, I'd be bankrupt.
Have you reported the break-in?
Aye, 'cause Denholm's got nothing better to do than go around asking his men if they nicked all the porn from the local Del Rita bookshop. I'd be laughed out of his tent.
I could talk to the soldier.
Can't say I wouldn't be grateful. The lad's name is Walter, so if you do find... Well, welcome to... Welcome...
No, I need information about the Stonewall.
And you're asking me because I was born in the tribes? I thought you were better than that. I have nothing to tell you. Those are legends of the Ulfr, and my people never got along with them. But I think I have some books about the stone.
Okay, I'll have to find one on my
Before you ask, no.
I thought she said all of her copies were stolen, and yet she still has all of her books on Liliana right here. That makes no sense to me.
Ah. I'll get back to work.
You do? Hello there, strange-looking citizen. Are you lost, or just looking for someone?
Actually looking for you. You've got a bit of a reputation around here.
Reputation? Me? For what? Standing around looking tough?
Nah, for being Liliana's biggest fan.
Oi, wait a moment. You think I stole those books? Beautiful Liliana is sacred to me, all right? I'd never touch Vrel's stash, I swear. I was saving up for the new volume. Now it's gone? How the hell am I supposed to know what happens to Liliana next? No!
Any idea who might have taken them?
I don't know. But there's this red priest hanging around who loves scaring the crap out of soldiers. Always preaching doom and sin, you know? And you know what's worse? That damn priest saying Liliana's, inspiring moments are why I'll be cursed. He told me I'd grow hair on the inside of my palms. What kind of nutter says that to a bloke? Is that even a thing? Damn brother Ismat got me paranoid.
He's gonna grow hair on his palms. It's a thing, a very serious curse, completely real. Where can I find the priest?
Oh, he's probably at the Red Church headquarters.
That's
where
funny,
they're
man.
always praying and doing whatever it is that red priests do. Just be careful. The man's got a way of making you feel like you're already cursed. Creepy bastard. Catch you later, yeah? Don't go getting into trouble without me.
That's truly amazing. He's gonna grow hair on his palms.
I wasn't expecting company.
If American English was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. Everybody should take the time to watch Orgasmo. If you've never seen Orgasmo, you should totally go watch Orgasmo.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity we serve the people.
Is that a book on Liliana? No, but it's something else. This guy's a
Through
whack job.
service and duty we ascend to holiness. Yes? What reason do you have to interrupt my prayer? What could be more important than this?
I see a self-flagellating police, not one in prayer.
The body is a vessel of the Prophet's will, and its purpose is not to squander, but to glorify, says a sermon written by Flamen the Chaste. Through the suffering of the body, I free myself from the snares of evil. Each strike of the whip creates a wound, a holy space to be filled with the K's grace. I know which sinner you speak of. I also know he intended to read those books, tainted with lechery. I could not allow that, because I know all too well what they do to minds prone to living in impurity, as I know what that man intended to do with his sweaty hands panting over the next chapter.
Yeah, there's some crazy rituals in the world of hemp mind, for sure. Self-flagellation, people marching the streets, whipping themselves. You say you know all too well the dangers these books too would?
Of course. I am a red priest, after all. I know much about the struggles of the spirit, about what shatters a person's dignity, about the acts that cloud the mind with a fog.
Oh man, I'm not gonna win any of these. You sound very insecure, almost as if you have something weighing on your conscience.
My conscience is untroubled, thanks to my penance. We are the sanct.
Alright, hang on. I'm not getting anything from that conversation dialogue. And I perfectly have this book, so you perfectly whether someone wants
And
them back.
I don't appreciate we are the sanctified martyrs.
I wonder if I should just...
Through blood we strive for purity.
I'm gonna quick save.
Through purity we serve the people. Through service.
Oh no, the guards!
Stop right there. Well, well, well. The
You
scoundrel has
stop!
been caught.
You've broken the law.
Now you'll have to pay a fine. Either you do that, or our little chap will take a slightly different direction.
Oh, I'm gonna reload my quick save. You know where you can stick your
In
fine.
your face, you smart mouth.
Stop! Stop! You violated the law. 7,500 bounty. I know, right? No, that was my first offense. Yeah, there's something here in Mexico hemp mine which is similar in terms of the procession. I don't think I haven't ever paid that much attention. I don't know that they actually whip themselves bloody, but they do have processions around Easter where people will literally put a crown of thorns on and drag crosses through the streets. As they, yeah, it's
we serve the people. We are the sanctified martyrs.
People go a little
strive for purity.
Little nuts on that stuff.
Through purity, we serve. We are the sanctified. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood, we strive for purity.
No! No! Stupid harvesting thing. Damn it. Urgh. See ya, Mithril.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood, we strive for purity. Through purity, we serve the people.
Alright.
We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs. Why do you Violence is such a primitive act. Yes, I stole those books that are thick with words yet imparting no virtue, filled with vulgar, scandalous illustrations.
What do you do with the stolen books?
What did I plan? To burn them, of course. That is what Miss Liliana deserves. That is the fate that befalls a rakish infidel.
Infidel? Jesus. You want to burn books because they make people horny?
I acknowledge that sin is a natural part of the soul, yet equally natural should be penance, to free oneself from that sin. Chasteness does not come easily, but that is why it is a virtue, granting oneself relief through such primitive and vulgar acts, engaging with something as vile as these books. Have you read A Sermon on the Paths of Hands That Stray to...
Yeah. I've read some of your red church sermons.
What does someone like you glean from them? I am most curious, especially since it's written that a hand that lingers on selfish desire serves no purpose higher than itself. Know this.
Do I really have to argue religion with this whack job? Where are the books?
For waste, but for the cultivation of life and the service of greater purpose.
I want my Liliana. What if such a form of satisfaction allows people to meet their needs in a healthy way? Does that not serve a purpose?
Of course it serves a purpose. A vain and impure one. Such self-gratification weakens the spirit and body. It compels the heart to submit to every fleeting whim. Meanwhile, to be men means resisting those whims, holding back the hand from striking, restraining the hand from depravity. How can a man be ready to protect his loved ones if he's so willing to blind himself through sin? Just to remind you, a blind man cannot fulfill his service either to his kin or Kay, which makes him barren and forever lost.
Isn't it the prophet that judges not the vessel's nature but its fruit? Just the Camelosian you are scared of as a soldier. He serves.
He serves, indeed. It is, of course, a different kind of service than mine, but if you put it that way, it is true that this man, for reasons known to him, started his duty and continues it. I must admit that I hold deep respect for those dedicated to their service. Maybe the soul of that one is not as corrupted as I thought, even if he is so eager to look into those tomes.
Ooh. Your language is full of accusations. And what about thus walk not in shame but in understanding?
I fear that sometimes this tone is necessary in priestly service. We know human nature all too well.
Judge not lest ye be judged, but yet
Avoiding
I'm
an
one of
admission
God's
of guilt
servants,
does
so
not
I
mean
reserve the
avoiding
right to
punishment.
judge because I'm
Someone
doing
may
God's
treat
work.
my teachings with disdain, but ultimately, they will still stand before Kay and her word. Your words, however, are wise, and they lead towards reflection.
Nice, Tim. Thanks. You quoted the seed is sacred. Perhaps we should treat the subject as a natural part of our life without unnecessary sanctity.
And there it is, the image of modern humanity, knowing no virtues. Stripping purity from every aspect of life. You kill holiness, and then, in the face of life's hardships, you ask where grace has gone.
For the prophet judges the purpose, not the motion. To be frank, I think Kai doesn't care if someone takes matters into their own hands.
What? How can you even speak like that? How can you place the prophet's name in the same sentence with someone doing such hideous things? I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What gives you the right to control what a person does with their body? God damn, that's a good question that is relevant to modern times as well. What gives you the right to control what a person does with their own body? Ho 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 ho. Yeah, buddy.
This is not about control, my child, but about opening the eyes of those who cannot see. Would it not be better if each of us were ready to receive the prophet's word? A body that succumbs to temptation is a weak body. That is precisely why we must maintain purity, to be ready at any moment to receive the grace of the prophet. As Brother Flamen says,
Alright, I'm getting tired of arguing with this dude. All that's done in secret shall be known, so what's the problem?
Indeed, but this does not apply to everyone. Believe me, there are virtuous and the problem.
Okay, you're just arguing in circles like every fucking religious person I've ever met. There is sanctity and there's humanity. Don't make a fuss over reading lewd books.
I know, not every. Only through this, those lewd books. Enough, stranger. I see you've tried.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of this one. This is like, but I understand why they have it, but it's literally like, it's like trying to argue with every religious person ever. So he's gonna burn the books no matter what. I wasn't able to convince him. Yeah, it's like it's arguing with every religious person I've ever met. Faith blinds them to logic. I believe in the power. Your logic makes no sense because God has the higher hand. I follow the laws of God, not the laws of man. Your understanding is too tiny and small to understand the vastness of God. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to God. It doesn't matter that I can't understand it. God does. Yeah, religious nutter chatty. Joe California, everyone has free will as long as they freely choose what we want. Yep.
Hello again. If you need anything specific, feel free to ask.
Your books are gone. Brother Ismat stole them.
Damned red priests. You'd think they'd have bigger problems than a bit of questionable literature. They don't have to like it. But nobody's forcing them to read it either. Well, thanks for looking into it. For whatever it's worth. One more thing. I can see you're alright. And I hope I can trust you. We need to talk.
Don't tell me someone stole all the porn again.
No, this time. I'm not in the mood to even joke about that. This time, it's serious. A matter of life and death, you could say. There's a stone tablet in Lord Yvain's manor. A Delrida relic. And I need you to get it for me. I need to ask you for something. It's serious. There's a stone...
Yeah. Okay. You repeated the dialogue. Why is it a matter of life and death?
The tablet was made by the Theud tribe and given to House Tarion as a token of friendship between the Delrida and the people of Cunacht. It's cursed, I suppose. Look, I'm no Theud. I don't pretend to understand their magic. But I do know the tablet causes nightmares. The thicker the weird, the worse they get. And, well, we all know what happened to Lady Maeve. If that tablet killed her, it can't stay in the manor.
Okay.
Aye, if I'd known, but I didn't. No until the Stone Wardens reached it. I own a bookshop. I don't
Okay,
exactly
so
have the social stand.
I'll take care of it. Where can I find the stone
Give
wardens?
me your map, and I'll mark their camp.
This'll
Here's
lead.
the reward I promised. And I'm sure Kvor will have a little extra something for you.
That'll
too.
lead me to the crafting quest too.
You know, I was just going to ask you to talk to Anselm for me. But if breaking in is what you prefer, I'll only stop you.
Well, I'll talk to Anselm
Just
first.
Try.
I don't know where I want to spend points now. Probably. Increase the speed of drawing a bow by 10%? Excuse me, yes.
You doing okay?
Spectacular, sweetheart. Alright, that can't be right. It's pointing me outside. I know he's in here somewhere. Wait, am I in the wrong? I went to the temple, not the... Jesus, I'm the one who's in the wrong here. How did I go to the wrong place? Because I went down instead of up. That's why.
Just keep your head down. You've come back. Let's hear what needs addressing.
I need the tablet.
Are you now? My, have the paraphernalia of the Dalriata suddenly become fashionable while I wasn't looking? That tablet seems to be gaining in popularity by the day. I told Vrel the price, 2,000, and that's final.
Why did you stutter? You don't care about the curse.
Oh, please. That tablet has been here for ages, and only now it's cursed. What happened to Lady Maeve was tragic, of course, but I highly doubt it had anything to do with some dusty Dalriata artifact. For someone supposedly well-read, Vrel could have come up with a better excuse. I'm not sure why you feel the need to tell me that. You do realize I'm not actively looking for a buyer for the tablet, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not
just
giving you
indulging a
2,000.
strange obsession you people seem to have with it. But fine, do as you like.
Now, do I have an actual quest to steal it that's going to give me a waypoint, or do I have to just figure out where it's at? Yeah. So, I have no idea if there's a tablet.
What is
in
it?
here. Nothing. I'm just looking. Just kind of, you know, taking a gander at what's around.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I've never been up here. Don't know what rooms exist. Don't know who you are.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. Just passing through? Good.
This doesn't appear to lead anywhere. Well, I wonder where the tablet would be to try to steal it.
Ah, you need something?
Not at the moment, per se. I haven't even seen, like, anything that would classify as the Lord's quarters. Some stairs. Because you would think something like that would be in, like, private room. What if I should talk to Lord Yvain himself? Maybe he'll tell me.
You startled me.
Nothing over here. Did he have another option other than to just pay him 2,000 gold? No.
Take care out there.
No.
Hey, you can't do that!
I didn't do anything.
I wasn't expecting company.
That's what she said.
Stop that before someone sees.
I don't think we've had to slap anybody with a strong hand today yet. It's been a slow morning. At least not publicly. I've gotten rid of a few trolls this morning over on YouTube. But that's just the normal routine. Every morning when I wake up, I have to ban about 15, 20 people usually. Some mornings it's higher. It's usually the people who come along and say things like I had like 3 or 4 comments this morning off of we made that video today about, we've been doing the reverse rage bait. So we did that one about this is the game that should have been avowed. And so there have been every single morning, there's been 3 or 4, sometimes 5, 6 comments on that one that I just get rid of, where it's people who are like, that's because avowed was woke garbage. And the moment someone says woke garbage, I just ban them from the channel. If the words woke garbage come out of your mouth, I don't want you here. Bye. So those people I get rid of every single day. There's usually, in between all of the videos I publish, there's usually a dozen of those comments every single morning. Woke garbage. Bye. Bye-bye. Or when someone says something like the game is crap or the company is shit, those people always get the ban.
What news?
I'm going to look this quest
Stay
up and
quiet.
see
Stay safe.
where I can potentially find it to steal. Silent Burden. No, there's no information about this quest on Google.
Just passing through? Good.
Well, I don't know where I would steal it from, so let's just see what happens if I pay him the 2,000.
It's you again. Truly. Still, better you. She came here and demanded we hand over part of our treasury. Just because it take the tablet. Do whatever you wish.
Yeah. I have no idea. What's up, Draven? Thanks for the raid. How's Tainted going? We are deep in the taint this morning. Alright, back to the bookstore. And then I assume at some point we'll be able to go to the Stone Warden camp because she put it on my map. And then I hopefully can help that guy forge the blacksmith's heart, which would then unlock his dad to go join the quest for the Grail. I did go there, Transin. Deep in the taint. You merely adopted the taint. I was born in it.
Welcome back. Do you need any recommendations?
No, my dear. I do have your tablet.
Aye, it would be. Delrida know how to work stone in the most intricate way, but we're also quite fond of grandiosity. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you not to part with it just yet. The Stone Wardens are waiting for it, and I can't really be seen lugging it around. But it's far.
Aye.
And you're very strong.
Aye.
You can handle it with no problem.
That's right.
Here's the reward I promised. And I'm sure Kvor will have a little extra something for you too.
I've got a little extra something for you, my dear.
Give me your map, and I'll mark their camp. Here's the reward I promised.
I just
And I'm
noticed she's
sure
smoking a
Beor
pipe this whole
will
time.
have a little extra something for you too.
She has definitely had some multiple repeating dialogue sections, which is only with her. She's the only one I've noticed who has repeating dialogue. Alright. Let's quick save and see where we need to go for this next quest. Ooh, that's way south. Yeah, I've not been down there before. Silent Burden. I've also got Chillheart, which I think is I think this is a bounty quest, so we'll do that on the way. Nothing wrong with a little bounty.
Always a pleasure to see you.
I hear Chris outside yelling at animals, so I might need to duck out in a second and go check on what's going on with the homestead. And I need some more coffee too. Do I play horror games? You know, occasionally, like we did Alien Dark Descent back in like January or December, I think. It's not something, I don't regularly go out of my way to play them. But I do occasionally play them. It's just one of those things where it's like, if it happens to be a story that I enjoy, something... Yeah, I've definitely played zombie games like JK says. Like Stalker 2. I wouldn't really call that a horror game per se. But yeah, definitely sci-fi horror type stuff. Oh shit, I missed that one. Okay. Ooh, marksman treasure, what is that? Increases range critical. I'll have to take a look at that. Ooh, we got a new set of gear. Night Stalker something. Oh, I might have just gotten something to replace my assassin set. I don't know what the stats are. We're gonna take a look in a minute. Alright, let's take a look at the goodies I just got. First up, is that great bow worthwhile? It does a little bit of more damage, but not that much, so I'm not going to switch, I don't think. What's the draw time on it? Ooh, no. No, 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 no. No, the draw time is horrible. Horrible, kids. My composite bow is way faster on the draw. Okay, however, what did I get in terms of gear? What is that new set? Night Stalker. Oh, it's a magic set. Increases magical crit chance. Man, the sound of it was like Night Stalker. It was like, ooh, is it going to be a stealth set? We're stalking? No, I don't play Souls games. I don't like Dark Souls. I don't like Souls-like games, so absolutely not. Yeah. Man, it totally sounded like a stealth set of gear, Night Stalker, but it's a magic set. Boo. All right. still got me. He got me. Bears are really hard, man. Alright. There was an enemy around here somewhere. Oh, Excalibur was like 10 streams ago. We're trying to find the real shield right now. He barely got me. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Looking for shelter, traveler? You're welcome to join us, unless you're worried a big bad Dalrita might eat you for breakfast.
I bring a gift from Vrel.
A gift? Ah, I see. And you lug that thing all the way from Kurnacht? For that alone, you have my respect. Now, let's take a look. Ah, so that's what happened. The stone chipped, and the meaning of the runes changed. Sweet dreams turned into living nightmares. This is why I don't trust magic. The simplest, stupidest thing can end up killing you.
That's true. You're being haunted at night by a phantom. That phantom haunts everybody at night. I run away from him every single time because I have yet to find a way to kill him. So, Lady Maeve died because of cracks in a stone.
Aye. And I'd say because of cracks between people, too. If we hadn't strayed so far from one another, maybe all of this could have been avoided. Then again, maybe not. Maybe fate makes no mistakes. I suppose we'll never know. But you're not here to listen to a blacksmith getting maudlin. Here, this is for your trouble.
I wonder if I made enough back to compensate me for the 2,000 I had to spend. What did he give me beyond XP? Whatever. I'm looking for the Stone Wardens. I've heard that you know how to forge someone a new heart.
Oh? And where'd you hear a tale like that?
A local blacksmith named Beor told me. He's the one who needs the heart.
I didn't know our stories had traveled so far. The Camelosians prefer to call us heartless beasts only capable of destruction. But I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something only another blacksmith would believe and appreciate. So, that Beor, tell me about him.
He lost his heart to a fae. He got it back, but it's weak.
Aye, that's the way of it. A heart given to those creatures is never whole when it returns. If it returns at all, they drain every joy, every spark, leaving what's left little more than a brittle husk. I'm sorry your friend bears that burden.
He tried forging a new heart, but it didn't work.
He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. Steel's no better. It's cold, lifeless. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal that will sing as your heart sings when you see the smile of a loved one.
So what we need is word steel. Weird steel, sorry.
Aye, it's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. It must be woven with ethereal cobwebs, threads that will give the heart its strength. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. After that, it will need to be filled. But that task will fall to you.
Okay, that is a lot of work. I need a weird stone. Where the hell do I find a weird stone?
No, they've always kept both.
Alright, that's just a one-eye question. What are you doing here?
I invited you to our fire, not into our business.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, and you've met all, or so I hope.
Alright, I don't know where I'm gonna find a weird stone. I'm gonna Google. Weird stone locations. Where the heck do you get these? Wow, okay. I don't know that I've come across this before. Weird stone. On Steam, it looks like from back in 2023. Some people are saying the Blood Lake, and under the water there's a cave, and at the back of the cave there's some... Where the hell is the Blood Lake? I'm wondering if this is the cave they're talking about. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. Well, let's go on a little adventure. I need to get back to a fast travel. Is there no fast travel around here? Double check there's no fast travel waypoint near us. Sure shit don't see one. Wonder if there's one up the road here. No, but there's a shrine. Shit. Alright. I'm gonna need to go make some more arrows at some point. Are there really no fast... there's one. I see one. Yay! Alright, we need to go to the Blood Cave, apparently. Weird stone. At least that's what Steam says, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever come across weird stone. If I have, I don't remember it. Nasty corpse eaters. Yeah, I've never done this. I remember somebody talking to me about it. Apparently you can swim down in here and there's like a cave or something. I'm not seeing any cave. There's a bunch of bodies. Aha! Supposedly, according to Steam, there should be some weird stones in here. I will never be sharing those things anywhere, Beast Mode, because I am under NDA forever and all eternity for anything from the closed beta. So I'm allowed to talk about things because I'm in the content creation program with Funcom, but I'm never allowed to share things that are not on the list of approved topics. So no, you would never see a list of something like that from me. Yeah. What are you asking for then? I don't quite understand your question. No. I would have needed to record it during the beta weekend. I'm not allowed to share footage from the closed beta. It's different. Closed beta footage is different than the beta weekend footage. So yes, anything from the closed beta is very much under NDA because it's different than the build that was used for the beta weekend. So not to mention, but like closed beta stuff has a big watermark all over everything. Like you can't, yeah, no one's anybody who's shared stuff from the closed beta has broke NDA and deserves to be punished under all applicable law. But I do have Head Start access starting next Thursday, so I will be sharing all sorts of stuff because the live game is going to be available. So I'll be starting to make all of my beginner's guides and everything else. So I can put that on a list of things to do. Will they send hitmen after me? They might send lawyers after me, so.
You shouldn't be here. This is no place for the living. Poor sod. I pity you.
Well, supposedly down in this cave, bro, there are some weird stones that I need. Hang on, I got a hangnail I'm trying to take care of. Who are you?
I think my name was Mallory. In that dream, a beautiful.
Okay.
And so this.
The garden?
I suppose it's what lies beyond those ever watching, ever listening doors.
Okay.
They wait for our next move. Soon, it will all be decided. When we finish our little conversation, all will be set in motion.
Oh, well, I'm not.
That's a good question. Too much.
Yeah. I can't back out of here.
We all wanted. I doubt.
Yep.
I cannot.
I'm bound to
The
fraternity.
slaughter has cut many lives. Humans.
How many people
You could
are
try
here?
count. We slaughtered one another. Poor.
Don't care.
Those were. It's perhaps. If I could. I truly.
Oh, he's gonna do the shield thing the whole time. Alright. I mean... Don't care, but it got me into the cave. Like, I really didn't care about his dialogue. I didn't come here to, like, speak to some critter for forever. I'm here to find weird stones. That's it. It's the only thing I care about. Give me the weird stones. Steam told me to come here. Supposedly there's some sort of a stone I can harvest down in here. Oh, I've got these. Yeah, I've definitely got the cobwebs over, but I just need the stone. So I'm looking for some sort of harvestable resource in this cave, I think. Well, there's also a side quest in here, which I'm sort of ignoring even though I have it. I really only came down here for the stone. Soul Stone. Druid's Wish Gem. Ooh, Magical Fool, Loving Witch Brew. Interesting. What's up, Beor? Mandrake. Alright. Well, that was interesting, but nothing that I need. I'm still looking for a weird stone. What was that? Nothing. This is the way I came from, isn't it? Yeah. Guess we're going down. Still haven't seen any stones to harvest. Like, that's it. Still no stone to harvest. Looking around for things that might be harvestable. Okay, apparently I'm not getting through that door without some sort of a seal. I'm going to end up inadvertently doing the quest while I'm down here, just looking for a weird stone. All I wanted was to complete this guy's quest to like make um a new heart, and I'm not gonna end up completing a complete thing. Yeah, Joe, I'm trying to figure out where. Because Google was saying, like, I was looking at Google and then it led me to a Steam page, and from 2023 it was saying you could find some on the walls down in the Blood Cave, which is where I'm at right now. But apparently there might be a quest related to doing things. These fuckers. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore him and move on. If I can, I hate those guys. Oh, there's something up there. Two in the room with the tree? Hang on, let me go back to the room with the tree, if I can remember how to get back there really quick. Maybe I don't know what I'm looking for. Stone walls, white in color. On stone walls. Like this? Oh, shit! It was right here. Thank you for that, Joe. Okay, so it's like these things. Well, shit, I saw a whole bunch of this in another cave, and I must not have gotten close enough to be able to mine it, because it's literally a harvestable resource. Well, shit. You just saved me a bunch of time, Joe. Thanks, man. Well, let's get the hell out of here. Just get me out of the water, you stupid. There's the dude. Run! Run! Oh, and I can't fucking vault. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ow! I don't want to fight this mofo. I hate that asshole, man. It's not gonna let me fast travel because I'm in combat. Oh, the combat music dropped. I might be able to. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I think this is the closest. Run! Yeah, I haven't found a way to kill him, Chatty. I've tried different weapons, I've tried different arrow types, I've tried flasks, I've tried coatings. I haven't found any way to damage him yet. So I'm assuming that's just like one of those unkillable threats that you run away from until you reach a certain point in the storyline. Do you know this whole time I've been playing this game, I've completely ignored the horse because I find it to be such a cumbersome thing to drive that I just ignore it. You can't harvest off the back of it. You can't do combat off the back of it. It gets stuck in the environment all the time. Like, I have not found the horse to be useful at all.
Good. Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. At least in terms of craftsmanship. The rest is up to you. The art is just an empty vessel. It needs to be filled to start beating.
With what?
Life, of course. A heart must be full of life to start beating. But we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through sacrifice.
Uh-huh.
You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth making. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost. No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it will take some time. A life torn away is far less willing than a life freely given, and I can't say what effect it'll have on Beor. It's not a method we use often. Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his chest.
Yeah, I only use the horse if I was overburdened, but I've trained myself to go back to town before I'm overburdened, so...
If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just tell me. Either way.
Plus, in like when we were doing Obsidian Remastered, Oblivion Remastered, sorry, I had speed 100 and agility 100. I moved faster than the horse could move. So it was like I never wanted the horse. It was like, why? I moved so much more quickly. Thanks for the gifted subs over on Twitch, Johnny. Appreciate that. 5 gifted subs coming in on Twitch. Appreciate everybody. Oh, looks like my breakfast just arrived. Is there any more coffee? What'd you make? Is a frittata or an omelette? welcome to the ASMR mukbang portion of the stream, kids. I got a delicious omelet this morning with beans. She said this has spinach, onions, garlic, cheese. Oh man. Ground beef. God damn, that's good. Thanks to the paid actress. Maybe I could make an adhesive of the horse. For real. All right, I'm gonna give some of my own energy. 40 of my max health.
Of course. Ah, this part never gets old. Remember, don't resist it. Let go of your instincts and focus on the heart. You'll feel a bit weak afterward, but don't worry. Strength can always be rebuilt. Here, feel how warm it is.
Thanks,
it
baby.
Will serve Beor well.
Thank you. And I got a full cup of coffee. Oh, and it looks like it's got olives in it too. That is really hot. I'm gonna give that a couple minutes. To cool down. Quicker to just go over here and fast travel back. Deadfish says my paid actress is still sleeping. I only had a grapefruit. Grapefruits aren't bad. Oh, have you missed those, Yari? The joke is that she's a paid actress because we've had some trolls in the past who have come in and be like, "You're not actually married. That's not actually your wife. That's just someone you pay." Yeah, I've been paying blood, sweat, and tears for 15 years. I do love when we get those types of trolls, though. There's no way you're actually married. Who would be married to you? Okay, buddy. As you rub one out to your waifus down in your mom's basement. I've actually touched a real woman. But tis. Probably quicker to go to the farmlands. Just run into town. Yeah, whoever says that you don't pay for your wife has never been married. Right, Tribrom? Payment takes many forms, kids. Oh, her repertoire expect. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get what you mean then. Yeah. No, she's definitely doing all sorts of different things now.
You're just in time. The forge is ready.
The forge is ready. He managed to forge a new heart for you.
What? That's amazing. What materials did he use? What else was needed? Did he tell you how to make it? Oh my. I have so many questions. But those can wait. First things first. For this, I will need your help, my
Thanks
friend.
again, Johnny, for the gifted
Once
subs,
more,
man.
as
You've been
always.
you throw a lot of
So,
subs around, so I appreciate the
Shall we
support.
begin? Okay then. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a grain of truth in them. I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out, isn't it?
How do you feel?
It's different. Everything looks a bit like it's mired in fog. But I don't feel bad. In fact, I feel good. I feel stronger. I guess more will become clear with time. For now, I'll just have to wait and see. The measure of my
That's
debt
right,
to you
JK.
is 2 hearts.
One more person, then
Don't
we'd be
know how
married to
man could
them.
ever repay something like that. I'll be going back to work. Visit me sometime. Don't be a stranger.
Now, I wonder if this means his dad will finally let him go.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his own decisions. He doesn't need an old man hovering over him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him. But you didn't hear that from me. You've done right by me, so I'll give you some advice.
You didn't hear it from me.
This whole expedition is madness.
How dare you show
But,
love and
as they
affection to your
say,
child?
Sometimes there's method in madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Kuanacht. Tell Yvain
for
he can count on me, even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
For Camelot. Alright, now we can go back to Yvain and be like, bruh. I got 2 out of 3, man. Take the win. I still haven't found where the other shield is either. The actual shield. That's another quest I have here. Says I.
Ah, you need something.
Not at the moment, but I do need to find out where the shield is. Let's see what he says about the mission. About the companions for your journey.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
2 out of 3, sir.
Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but 2 will make fine company. Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us their skills. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world in search for adventure. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Kuanacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
So, Johnny just gifted another sub. Thank you much for that, Johnny. By the way, Johnny, it just told me...
Be the shield that watches over Kuanacht, as House Terion
it says
has done for generations.
Johnny has gifted 46 subs to the Twitch channel so far. God damn, sir! We gotta fade to black. We're going back into talk to the soul here. Yeah, Joe, it's one of those things with Twitch. It's like some of the subs you can do, they do automatically, unless they change the terms and conditions. But the Twitch subs you have to manually renew every month. Well, shout out to my wife. That breakfast was fucking amazing.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Because I think YouTube is automatic, if I'm not mistaken.
I am the wall
For the
between
memberships.
order and ruin.
By the way, if you guys channel members on YouTube, I dropped a new YouTube video yesterday or the day before talking about that agency offer that I rejected, which was really funny.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes.
I still haven't found
Palamedes'
Palamedes' shield. YouTube is automatic.
Even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right. Nothing more.
Yes. And that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign.
Oh, so maybe his descendant is the shield, not the shield itself.
I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. Isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also
I'm glad I just gave up on looking for the shield.
Meant to resist.
Because I was looking for a physical object
not
that
enemies,
you can't find.
Not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people.
Aren't you being a bit harsh?
I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's
theater.
People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
Except for the symbol of a shield, what did Palamedes receive?
I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power.
Okay. So what is it that Denholm and Yvain don't
All
understand?
I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots.
But Yvain did choose to seek the Grail. That has to count for something.
It was you the men here responded to. And you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle?
I mean...
That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots.
What do we do now?
Well, my friend...
Not your friend.
They still call me
I'm your unwilling host.
Future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
New zone, I think. So is it gonna eliminate the shield quest, I wonder? Yep, it did. I need to locate the last piece of his soul. I woke up in a bed in a strange place. Reminds me of those nights when I was much younger. Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
The less attention, the better. You startled me.
So, I wonder where it wants to show me, where the next zone is.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
This is the way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you.
Shady?
Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
In my visions, I met Palamedes.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered.
Alright.
I had not considered it that way.
What's up, Heinrich?
I do not seek fame, only justice for my people. I want to give them the chance that Camelot failed to provide, but your words are kind.
Okay, when are you setting out?
As soon as the necessary, and Sam will assume my duties in my absence. I do not know when or if.
Alright.
Farewell.
Says somebody was looking for me, so... Oh, it's the guy who hates King Arthur. We still haven't figured out who this is. Did he ever tell us his name? Caradoc, he did.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't
It's
you?
Lancelot.
You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here, go to this place and see if the door opens.
We just hit 2,800 followers on Twitch as well, whoop, 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 which is a bit of a milestone. We're getting closer to 3K over on Twitch, which is awesome. Damn, Johnny's coming over to YouTube now, gifting 10 memberships on YouTube. God damn, Johnny. You're on a roll again today, sir. Gifting subs over on Twitch, now you're over on YouTube gifting subs. Johnny, everybody take a moment and thank you, Johnny. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you very much. Stuff like that is icing on the cake. I really appreciate it, guys. You know, that's kick-ass. I'm always kind of I'm a man of words, but that kind of shit always makes me a little speechless when people do stuff like that. So I really appreciate the subs, gifted subs, and all the support. Thank you so much.
No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum.
And for those of you who just got memberships over on YouTube, don't forget you can check out the member video section. I just put up a new video yesterday, day before.
I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured. No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll see for yourself.
And after that?
Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
This guy's armor set is really cool, by the way. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, that is way over there. I don't know how to get over there yet. I wonder if I have to go through this castle. This says to Forlorn Swords over here, so I'm gonna go over here. And then looks like we need to go east from there through a road. Alright, see you, Transcend. Get some sleep. Thanks for hanging out this morning. This evening for you. Oh, you know what? Before I do anything, I should go craft some more arrows. I almost killed myself. That's awesome. It triggered my invisibility because I took so much fall damage.
Back again.
I mean, I should hold off on attaching any relics at the moment. Alright, sell what we have, and then we're ready to go to the next zone.
Oh, I meant that. And don't worry. Oh, my body, but... Yes, I'd and... Renfail will appreciate for the shaft, as for the rest. Thank you. I wouldn't want anything to happen.
Okay. Stitch by stitch. He needs it for a shaft. Okay. Let's go to the next area. Go out across the gate here. Alright, supposedly we go through this gate. This takes me to the Forlorn Swords. Woo, we got a snowy biome, kids.
You there, Non-Rita. Spare a moment, will you? Hey, you there, Non-Rita. Spare a moment, will you?
I love snowy biomes, dude.
Not many souls
This is good.
pass through these lands anymore.
What happened to you?
A weird night hit, and I ran out of cobweb. Nothing to worry about. I've suffered worse back in the day.
Back in the
I'm
day.
Kedron of
Shit, I
Volta
just reminded
tribe,
myself.
by
I gotta
the
watch
way.
the latest episodes of
And you're
Murderbot.
clearly not from around here.
I forgot to watch last week's episode.
What
I think the new one
brings you
just
to
dropped.
our humble homeland?
Got to get my
Just
reviews
don't
out.
tell me you're a Camelosian spy. I'll fight you if I have to, but I'd prefer to get my strength back first.
Woo! I'm not from Camelot, but I am looking for King Arthur's artifacts.
We've got one of those all right. His famous crown, blasted thing. They say he gave it to our ancestors as a sign of gratitude. I say that's bullshit. The crown was used to command giants, and only Arthur could wear it. By giving it to us, he sent a message. Behave, or I'll return and send the giants to devour you. A warning, not a gift. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But since you're already here, and I need some time to pull myself together, how about doing me a favor? And to answer the question you haven't asked
Big
yet.
fan of favors.
Yes, there's something in it for you. Like not being killed by my Dalrita kin the second they see your face.
Sounds like an offer I can't refuse.
Oh, you could, but you wouldn't get far. That much I'm sure of. I need you to find Gerfan and inform him of my situation. I can't complete the task he gave me. He's also the one who can grant you safe passage through our lands. Without it, things might turn bloody real quick.
Where can I find Grafana?
The capital. You can't miss it. It looms over everything, always watching, like an overbearing mother. Used to be the place where all the tribes came together. Now it's quiet. That should tell you something. Head for the sword on the horizon. You'll find
Oh,
your
this
way.
is that massive sword that I've been looking at forever, wanting to know more
Sure.
about.
No need. Come here. Step closer. I won't bite. Oi.
Alright, this will be interesting. Looks like we can just follow the road if I want to be safe.
Stranger. Got a minute?
If roads they be. Well, although looks like it dies off up there, so I probably need to go up here to the crossroads and then hang a right. Iron. Oh, was it the crossroad? That was the crossroad. Now I go down here. Hang on. I get confused by what button does what here. And then I go here and hang a left. And now this I should be able to follow all the way up through. Keep an eye out for ore. there's snow bears, aka polar bears, aka shit that wants to kill me. And those creepy critters, whatever they are. Oh, is this some time of new ore? Yes, I'm gonna have to. Oh, stop! Little shit. I think there's 3 different meteorites, or at least 2 meteorites and an iron. A wagon with something in it, which I can't harvest any of or loot any of. Alright, that is a quick save moment. And deeper into the wilds we go. Loving that giant sword in the landscape. I've no idea what it... Oh, bear! Bear! You fucker. I hate bears, man. This is a really vicious bear. Polar bear. Ah! Die! That bear took a lot of arrows, man. I'm gonna quick save. That was gnarly. Looks like I need to hang a left to go north here. Oops, wrong way. Oh no, hang on. No, we're definitely going this way. Towards the big sword, okay. Yeah, the bears definitely don't like me. Is this a new plant? No. What about this? Nope, nothing. Look at that massive sword. Oh, this is the capital. I wonder if they're gonna let me by or if they're gonna attack me.
What's that noise?
They're not gonna let me by.
Your gold belongs to us now.
Ow!
You're no match for our man.
Dude, you guys.
That's all you've got.
I need to put like a dot on my arrow. But I've been avoiding it because I didn't know if I was going to get a new upgrade anytime soon.
You're no match for our man.
I'm using wooden arrows. That's probably why. Reflex bow. That might be something new. Oh yeah, definitely a better bow than what I'm using. Let's see. See, I have a composite +3. Let's see if this draws faster though. What's the draw on this? That's a bit longer on a draw than mine is, but bears might need a hug and something extra to be friendly. I don't know, man. That sounds a little, might be hard for me to bear. This guy's name is Scrap Iron. Ow! Ah! Dude, this guy looks amazing. Look at his armor. Dude, I want his full set of gear, man. Oh no, he got up close. He blocked. Ah! It's like a pincushion. Holy crap. Look at his armor, though. Can I take all of his stuff? Titan steel cape, Titan steel gauntlets, Titan steel armor, Titan steel helmet, beast hide boots, linen pants. Dude, I'm taking all that shit. If only because the look on that set of gear to do like a screenshot. He had a cape. I've never come across a cape before. Increases buff duration. Oh, I had items I could have. I'm not using mana, so that doesn't really matter to me. Might as well put it on. Like, that set of armor. It just looks wicked, man. Alright, I'm not going to wear it, though. I still like my assassin set, but that's really cool. But I do get a cloak out. I got a cloak out of that. I hope I wasn't supposed to kill these guys because they were attacking me on the way in, and I'm supposed to come in here and like talk to the captain and be like, I come in peace. Don't worry about the fact that I just slaughtered 20 of your guys to get in here.
What's that noise? Did you hear something? How's that supposed to work? You made a big mistake.
Alright, I'm willing to... Oh my god! Ah!
We'll make short work of you.
Oh, I'm dead. I wonder if I'm supposed to sneak in here and not kill these guys. I hope I'm not screwing myself. I'm not taking faction hits, so... As far as I'm aware... But I'm like having to fight my way into this guy. Is there any way to, like, sneak in? Maybe I just need to work on being a little more stealthy so I can one-shot these guys on the way in. No, they still saw me, man. Dude, he one-shot me. That's legit, man. This is definitely a dangerous area. I need to try to figure out a way to get in here and not get attacked. I wonder if I should come back at night so I can sneak and, like, avoid dying on the way in. This guy has definitely seen me.
How is that supposed to work? Your money or your life? You made a big mistake.
You made a big mistake. It'll take me forever to wear you guys down, but one by one, I'm gonna take you all out on my way in the gates. Burn all my arrows up, because holy crap. Ooh. Headshot! That was luck. That was pure luck. Alright. Siphon bomb. I don't even know what that is. There's a fast travel thingy. Alright, where is he at? Oh, he's still quiet. Oh, wow, wow. He's a long ways away. So they were just guarding the gate. Okay, very interesting. Well, shit, what's the way in here to the city, I wonder? See if I can get a vantage point here and try to find a way in. There's a lake that goes around. Man, look at that. Those two giant swords. There's one right there. And then there's one up there. Holy crap. Who were the mighty creatures who wielded those blades? Okay, there's a bridge somewhere. There's undead. Oh, there's a bridge right up there. So I need to go up. Ah, man, there's like wraiths or something right there. Ice Weaver. And some sort of a fire critter. Ow! Ow! Dude. Stuff in these zones legit hurts. What the fuck is this? Brim Shade. What the fuck? It's like casting a ball of like... Ah! Holy crap, whatever that was. Weird plasm. I don't know what that is. Holy moly. Oh, I accidentally ate food. God damn it, I hate it when you do that. Food is expensive and hard to make. It's like when you're hovering over something, you mean to click the you mean to click the loot all button, but instead it eats the food, and food is really expensive. All right, level 30. I'll put another point in strength, and we've got another point to put in bow. I wonder how underleveled I am for this place. I don't know that it has specifically said what the level here is, but everything's an arrow sponge, and I'm getting one shot occasionally. I just hit level 30. I don't know what the max level is here.
I sensed your approach, my king. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe, salute you as my forefathers decreed.
So he recognizes King Arthur. How do you know I'm not alone?
Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good.
I believe this is the last zone.
Bother with that
yes.
formal drivel Camelot loves so much. Tell me, how does it work with the two of you? Does the king speak through you sometimes? Or is he just a passenger in your head? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Or does he just sit there quietly or getting involved? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Not exactly polite ones.
Give me a look. Give me a second. I'm gonna look really quick. What is that? 6, 7, 8. So 6. I'm 32 hours in right now. 32 hours in. I would anticipate I'm going to get a roughly 40-hour playthrough because I am not trying to do a completionist journey. So, as an example, I have a shitload of quests that I just abandoned in the past 2 zones because I'm on a timeline. So, I'm trying to be done. I have to be done by the 5th because that's when I start doing Awakening. So I've got, another week. So I'm just mainly pushing primary storyline right now, other than when I have to back out and do side quests.
So he won't be speaking.
But this game, the devs told me between 50 to 75 hours,
give my regards to the old
more
man.
or less, and then
Tell him the Gunveldia
Mortissimal got more than
stayed
80.
loyal to the old treaties
But
right
some of
to
that
the
depends
end.
on the difficult
The
level,
same can't be said of
difficulty
the
level, etc.
Camelosians. Pack of cowardly dogs without
I'm playing
honor.
on story
I
mode,
hope
and I'm
Arthur's squirming
just
in
doing
your
main
head,
story. So,
seeing what his beloved capital has been up to.
what kind of treaties did you have with Arthur?
Normal ones, honorable. He entrusted us with the forlorn swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants.
Oh,
We
so that's
were
why we saw
sworn to
giant
guard them.
swords.
In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. But the Camelosians didn't hold up their end of the deal. May their souls rot in the weirdness. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish. I'm rallying the tribes, and we're marching on Camelot. Nothing can stop us anymore, except ourselves, damn it.
I'm here for Arthur's helmet.
Why? He's barely gotten his life back, and not even all of it. Does he have a death wish or something? There's a passage, sure. And if you're Arthur, it will open for you. Go ahead, if you think you're strong enough. Nobody's gonna stop you. But let me warn you, it's not gonna be an easy journey, or a short one.
What do you mean?
Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. But below, what if they wake up when they see Arthur? I doubt they'll be happy. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters, and other surprises. The legends about this place make it all pretty clear. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there. At least, not until you're sure you have the strength to handle what's hiding inside. Or without the blessing of the tribes, as agreed 600 years ago. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur. Yes, the funny thing about our king, as you may already know, was that he was pretty sure of himself and his abilities. He knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted, so he didn't sweat when he made a deal with our ancestors. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation, and if all tribes agreed to let him. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, an assembly of the tribes, and I'm calling one, so we can help each other out, if you're up for it.
What would you need?
Well, I need the chieftains to come here, because we have to agree on a united front if we're going to fight Camelot. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but as a united force. But I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. I'd like you to look into it.
Sure.
They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, and gathering them all in one place at the same time. That's almost a miracle. But now they've left Gunveldir in its time of need, and they're ashamed. And that's even worse. That's why you have to shame them even more, so that they have no choice but to come here or risk their honor. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because, right? After all, you're the king, aren't you?
All right.
Exactly. There's only one scene course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. I'm not going anywhere.
I have another quest
As
to
a
turn into.
gunpowder, I've got nowhere to go anyway.
Kudrin sent me to tell you he won't be able to finish his task.
Looks like fate itself decided to push you my way. That has to mean something. But Kedron, that's grim news. He may be blunt as a broken axe, but he's loyal as they come. If he sent a non-Rida in his place, then he knew he was dying, and he chose duty over pride. I won't let that go to waste, and neither will you. Truth is, I'd sent him to do the very same task I've just laid before you. Gather the tribes, call the moot. Now you know how important this is.
Okay. Divided we fall. I have to convince 4 different tribes to take part in the moot, and they are going to be all over the place in here. I wonder if there's a fast travel. Doesn't look like it. Now, I don't have to gather the tribes if I want, but he said that there'd be giants and other stuff. But I was trying to see if there's a fast travel waypoint up here. I did not see one. So because I need to make arrows and a whole bunch of other stuff, which you can't do from here because there's nothing here. Oh, was that a fast travel point and I just skipped right by it? Well, shit on me. Well, now we got what we need. Cool. All right, I'm going to wrap it here, guys. I'm going to go do some video stuff, and I'm going to go watch CoCarnage's interview with Joel and do a reaction video to that. I don't normally do reaction videos to other people's content, but it's Dune Awakening, and supposedly there's some content there that gives more context to the stuff they showed off in the streams yesterday, so I want to go check that out. And then I'll be back again this afternoon with a second stream, which I'll probably do more of this, to be honest with you. I might do some Hogwarts Legacy, but more than likely I'll just keep playing this afternoon. At least that's the current plan, unless we have power outages, because we have storms rolling in tonight, so we shall see. And I'll catch everybody